purchase your tracks today.
What's up, everybody? FTWitachiPlays here. You know what it is. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully we're streaming. Hopefully we're streaming. Yesterday I ended up finding out my stream didn't go through. And we had a big issue because I completed the campaign last night. So I had a friend redo it on a well, he didn't redo it. He did it on his character and recorded it, and I just took his footage. And we're going to be doing a different character's point of view for that video, but and I just tried streaming like 6 different goes right now. So you guys might have got 6 different notifications. Oh, FTWitachiPlays, is that FTWitachiPlays, is that further? You guys, that's why you got many notifications, if you got the notifications and if you have the notifications turned on. To give you a heads up, I don't know what's going on. I think I fixed it. I uninstalled it, reinstalled the 3 programs that I use to stream. 2 of them I don't use right now. But I uninstalled all of them because they all tied together, and hopefully everything's good to go. Hopefully. But as you guys can see, look at this character. Look how cool he looks now. I transmogged today, as you guys can see. We are now exalted with the Necrolords. This is a basic set, but look at this. This is freaking cool. And even the weapon, look at the weapon. That's not a weapon that has anything to do with the Necrolords, by the way. It's just something that kind of matched. So I was like, fuck it, let's go. So hopefully we stay live. I'm going to need your help tonight to make sure if something happens to let me know.
Wonderful. Another chapter for my book.
Why are we here? Why are we here?
You have my undivided attention.
So, show you guys what has happened since yesterday, because yeah, I got McRaped. Alright, so Ouroboros, we good. Ironweald, we good. Ravendreth, we've got our mount from that rare spawn now. Witch's Bastion, we're good. Maldraxxus, we're good. The Maw, we're done for the week. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to give you guys a heads up in just a little bit on what to expect. I received a Necro Ray egg from the chest from the Necrowards today, which was one of my quests, which turns into a mount in 3 days. And of course, I've got a couple of collectibles from the Undying Army or the Necrolords. So, these are like my collectibles, and I want to get rid of them, but right now we kind of can't because my bank's freaking full, and I've got to organize my bank. So yeah. As you can see, we're now exalted with the Undying Army. We now need to get Paragon Rep, which would give us a toy, a companion, and a mount. Sadly, I have to continue farming Rep. I was hoping this expansion it was different, but no, it's not. Because of that, I'm going to stop farming Undying Army Rep. Every time I get something to Exalted, I'm going to stop. Meaning, if there's a calling for that Rep, I'm not going to do it until everything's at Exalted. And the reason being is I need those breaks. So, yeah, just giving you all a heads up. I'm going to wait a bit. But I have it written down to make sure I go back to it. So next up, whenever we get like Rep coins and stuff to choose from, I'm going to be hitting them into... No, I was going to say Stitch Masters, but no. Ascended to the lowest, Wild Hunt, and so Court of Harvesters. Whichever one's the closest, I'm going to do it. I don't want to do Court of Harvesters, but actually, thinking about it, it's actually good to do it. Because I don't want to quest there either, so. Yeah. Tonight's stream's going to be a lot different than we usually do. Yeah, achievement. And we did a Plaguefall run, and I fucking couldn't get that recording. So... yeah, we got fucked yesterday, guys. I'm so sad. So Monday, we will be back in World of Warcraft, and we will be doing whatchamacallit.
Point me at your enemy.
We'll be back in World of Warcraft on Monday, and yes, that's what it was. We're gonna be doing the PvP day for the week. Missions, and that's it. Alright, so let's head on back to the hall. Am I still streaming? Thank you. We freaking pray to the gods that we freaking continue streaming tonight.
Wonderful. Another chapter for my book.
So you guys are gonna see a behind the scenes. And I'm kind of doing this on scratch, and I did this on purpose. So I'm going blind into a Demon Bolt brand new build. You guys can see. I mean, it's not really blind because
Another chapter for my book.
the build that I play technically plays off on that. I'm just giving you all a heads up. So, because of the build that I play kind of plays off on a strong Demon Bolt, I kind of know some of the ins and outs of this. And, yeah, we're gonna be working on new things tonight. So, hopefully you guys enjoy a little bit something different. I probably, yeah. Aha, I was only one away. That wasn't a good enough team to do that with. And I knew it. But I did it anyways. You don't need. So it's just gonna be these, huh? Don't need any of those. Perfect. Alright, let's turn in this anima and let's actually start getting into it. It's gonna be interesting, team. It's gonna be interesting. I will be cutting and pasting a lot of this video, cutting all the clips, cutting all the junk into a video. So you guys can kind of see what this is gonna be all about. For those of you that don't tune in tonight, you will be able to see a little bit more of an in-depth version on our channel if you're interested. What are you? I've never seen you before. Okay, should go ahead and intro this up here. Alrighty, everybody. So this video is going to be a little bit different than what you guys are normally used to when it comes to guides. We have released this expansion thus far, Warlock guides for Destruction, Demonology, Affliction, Warlock Covenants, Warlock Legendaries, Warlock Soulbinds, and Warlock Conduits. We've released a guide specifically for every single aspect of the game for when it comes to Warlocks that you guys can even think of imaginable. Today, we're going to do a little bit of a spin-off, and this isn't going to be how, as you guys notice, if you've watched those guides, they had a certain platform and a certain method to how I released them and how I edited them and all that type of stuff. I have learned from those videos. This isn't my learned stuff putting into a video. I'm actually live streaming this, and this is why it's going to be different. We're going to be working on a fun to hopefully it actually works. It might not even work. Who knows? And if it doesn't work, this video ain't even going to get released. But if you're watching this right now, it either kind of worked or it worked. And we're going to be messing around with Demonology as creating a Demon Bolt build. Hopefully a one-shot build. Not specifically for PvE. It could work in burst PvE, but I'm mainly going for a one-shot build for PvP situations, just for the freaking fun of it. As you guys have noticed, if you've done any PvP, druids, holy, and freaking fire mages, holy, There's a couple of classes and specs out there that can actually do very close to a one-shot. And when it comes to Warlocks, Affliction's nowhere near that. And even though the Affliction does a lot of damage, nowhere near one-shots. And then Destruction has an ability called Chaos Bolt that could potentially do a one-shot, but it's nowhere near doing enough damage. So we're going to go ahead and mess around tonight on this live stream and see what we can come up with for a Demon Bolt one-shot. Alright, so what do we gotta do? So let's get a notepad out. Class and spec. That's what we're gonna have to work on. Covenant, Soulbind, my bad. Soulbind, Conduit, Legendary. Covenant, Soulbind, Conduits, Legendaries. I think that's it. Let me see. So I'm trying to see what I can draw power from to be able to do this besides gems, enchants, and consumables complete. Legendaries, Conduits, Soulbinds, Covenants. Legendaries, Conduits, Soulbinds, Covenants, Guide. Perfect. So, let's start off with... okay, let's start off with that stuff then. Let's go. Mount up, my G. Oh, actually, I know. I got an idea on how to get this. Let's see what a fucking Demon Bolt can do. Let's see what a Demon Bolt can do. Tree set. Alright, let's make sure we have no buffs up, just so we can get a complete dreadful Demon Bolt out right now. I don't want inner demons either, so let's just pop up a Grimoire at Felguard. I don't want anything attacking. You know what, Professor? You're gonna have to go home. Can't use you. I'll be back, Professor, I'll be back. But, we gotta document what one, oh shit, I actually need that. Okay, I need my inner demons. Because I need my power siphon to proc me a freaking Demon Bolt quickly. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Well, then it doesn't matter. Restore my construct. Ah, damn it. Alright, so we are going to try to conjure a simple and basic Demon Bolt. No buffs, absolutely nothing. I don't really want inner demons out, but I'm going to use that with Power Siphon to just go ahead and conjure up a Demon Bolt prop. And can I remove them? Damn it, nope, I cannot. So, we're going to need to bring back those inner demons and wait a little bit. Alright, so we have no buffs, absolutely nothing besides enchants and a couple of other things that are just going to be standard. But no buffs, nothing that's going to really mess around with the Demon Bolt. We're kind of just going to go with a absolutely dreadful Demon Bolt right now. No buffs to it, nothing that can benefit this ability. We are going to go ahead and Power Siphon just to make sure we get a Demon Bolt proc right away. And we're just going to see how little of damage Demon Bolt is actually going to be doing for us. So let's go ahead and see our starting point and hopefully get a much larger ending point. So let's just go ahead and use that, and boom. So 1622. 1622 is going to be the damage that we just procced from a standard and simple Demon Bolt, and that is absolutely nothing. Taking that into consideration, I currently have about 34,000 health. It's going to take a lot of freaking Demon Bolts to be able to put me down, especially with defensive cooldowns and abilities and all that type of stuff. So that's our starting point, 1622. Remember that. Now let's go ahead and start putting into work what we can to increase Demon Bolt. Alright, reset, slash details, hide, slash details, hide. I like to have my pet out. Alright, so we're going to chat just for a little bit and see what we can pull off here. Alright, so I have a to-do list on what we can go over. This is standard to Shadowlands and Warlocks in general. And to see what we can pull together, even from our previous guides and with my Warlock expertise, see what we can put together as a Warlock to increase the damage of our Demon Bolt. When it comes to Covenant of Choice, it is definitely going to be the Necrolords in order to get the most benefit from the Necrolord ability of Decimating Bolts, which increases the amount of damage that your next 3 Demon Bolts even do. So just giving you a heads up on that, we're definitely going to be going with the Necrolords as our Covenant choice. Venthyr, Kyrian, and Night Fae. They do have some abilities that could benefit going later down the line into Soulbinds and stuff like that. However, we are strictly going to be going with the Covenant choice of the Necrolords, and I am going to be doing a little bit more deep details on these Soulbinds. So I got to go ahead and see what I can put together with the Soulbinds, so that's what we're going to be going over next. What's up, Savon? Thank you very much for tuning in. Been having some problems with my stream these last 2 nights, so I hope it doesn't just turn off for whatever reason. So let's head on over to the Soulbinds. Now we gotta deal with what we can deal with for right now. We can't look super far down the line. So next up on this list is going to be Soulbinding. See what the most beneficial Soulbind is that I can come up with. I know for a fact the best Soulbinds for Demon Bolt are going to come from the Necrolords, and the best ability is going to come from the Necrolords. Alright, Soulbinds, what do we got? You know what, let's start off with Plague Divisor. Now, damage-wise, I know the best Soulbind for me personally is a Many. However, we're specifically going to be looking into Demon Bolt increases, and I'm just going to go ahead and run over these Soulbinds in as quickly as we possibly can. So, starting off with Plague Divisor Merrilath. Using Fleshcraft, nearby courses, consumes essence and completely granting a benefit based on the creature's type. Of course, we're going to want a Potency Conduit. When ooze below 50% ooze courses over you, granting you a shield. While standing still, you slowly build stacks of bloops. Your first attack is spellcast on an enemy increases your damage done to them by 10%. Your first attack or spellcast on an enemy, so that's not going to benefit Demon Bolt. Because based off of this so far, we already not going to be using Demon Bolt as our specific first cast into the one-shot macro, so that's not even going to work. However, it could be within... That's questionable. Could be within the first 10 seconds, though. It's questionable. Right now, that would be the best option to go to. Sadly, it's going to give us a Finesse Conduit slot. And I will tell you right now, I haven't gotten to the Conduit section yet, but I know there's some Conduits that are in the Potency section that are going to be a little bit more beneficial than Plaguey's Preemptive Strike. So, then we got an Endurance slot, and we got Plagueborn. These two are just really, these two are always like blah blah freaking traits. So, Defeat an enemy's chance to deploy your Plagueborn Cleansing Slime. Improve the remaining durability of Arbor. Allows the opening of locks, okay, and then a Potency Conduit. So, we do have 2 Potency Conduits, which is kind of nice. And we have a possible ability that could also benefit us with Demon Bolt. So, let's go ahead and move on to a many. Starting off with Decimating Bolt increases your intellect by 5% and up to 4 nearby enemies' primary casts by 2% for 7.5 seconds. You gain 2% additional intellect. So far, this is definitely a better way to go with potency. Fleshcraft increases maximum health. Channel Fleshcraft while moving. They both don't care. If you get a finesse. Hearth Kidney Stone, it gives you a kidney stone. It's technically a hearth stone, but a really, really freaking long one. Curdle against the legs after taking damage, falling damage, okay, and then we got an endurance star. So sadly, we don't have everything unlocked at this moment in time, as you guys can tell, but we're trying to see what we can pull off with what we have. What level do these unlock? So this is going to be 28, so in a couple of weeks, and then this is going to be 25, that will be to next week, yeah. Finesse and endurance, so they're not really going to affect us too much. So, yeah, we're going to see what we can possibly do for right now. And then we got a new one, Bonesmith. Intellect and armor. It's absolutely freaking dead. Forge Bone is dead. We got a potency, which is good. Defeating an enemy reduces Fleshcraft cooldown by 1 second. Inflicting shadow damage, attackers, and hit. Okay. And then we got a finesse into Runeforged Spurs, movement speed, and Bonesmith Satchel, orange gems, and an endurance set. So, right off the bat, and many is still the most beneficial of the 3. Yeah, I'm going to be removing Plaguey's Preemptive Strike, because I already know for a fact, since that's the only route that could have been different with Plague Divisor, no matter what, the route for Bonesmith won't change, and he is absolutely the worst soulbind out of the 3, sadly, because you unlock him the last. Plague Divisor, he does have a secondary route that you could take with Plaguey's Preemptive Strike. However, I'm already thinking ahead, based off of the conduits, which you will be seeing in just a second. There's no reason to go that route. And then Ameni just has the better options overall. And obviously, the highest increase to the damage output that you can possibly pull. So, with that being said, we're not going to change anything soulbind-wise. So let's move on to conduits. Soulbind, we're going to be sticking with Ameni. Conduits, what do we got? Alright, so starting off with the endurance conduits, none of these should affect anything. Drain life, health stones, and that's resolute barrier. So yeah, that's fine. We don't need to worry about that. Finesse shouldn't really affect anything. Fear, teleport, fell domination, eye of Kilrog. Alright, so this is where we really want to look into. So, starting off with Tyrant Soul, that's the Demonic Tyrant expires, gain a stack of Demonic Core and increase the damage your demons deal by 13%, which is really freaking nice. I will be using it once we unlock this next Potency Conduit. We got Fell Commando, Fell Guard damage, and less damage. Carnivore Stalkers, Dread Stalkers attacks have a 3.9% chance to trigger an additional Dread Bite. Hand Gul'dan has a 20.8% chance to generate change in Demonic Core, and Decimating Bolt Missiles increase damage. So, this is going to replace Fell Commando, Fatal Decimation, and that is, again, only for this build. This is not for, again, we're working on a Demon Bolt specific one-shot macro build. So, let's go ahead and apply that. And everything else can stay the same because there's no more Potency Conduit slots currently left. So when it comes to the really Fatal Decimation is the only Potency Conduit that will affect Demon Bolt in, not really specifically Demon Bolt, but Decimating Bolt is generally going to be the way where we're going to start picking up some high damaging Demon Bolts. So definitely going to go ahead and pick up that Fatal Decimation for some fast-paced damn. Alright, let's fatal decimation. Change potency. Same. And same. Alright, so now I need to look at legendaries, and then we're going to go specifically to the Warlock section. So for those of you tuning in, if you have any questions or comments or suggestions, hit me up in the comment section down below. I will be sure to respond as quickly as possible. Again, it might not be the whole live stream, or it might be the whole live stream. I don't know yet. But we're working on a Demon Bolt build, and you guys are technically just seeing the behind the scenes on this right now. So, ooh, my new mount! Yeah, big boy. As you guys can see, we got a new mount. I'm going to pick up the Professor, for those of you wondering. I need his freaking mounting. It gets annoying in there.
This can be more than a stitch yard for us. We can make it a new home.
Alright. Alright, next up, legendary powers. What can we put together here? Yes, I will create a new legendary if the one that I'm currently using isn't the best, and I'm very positive the one I'm using isn't currently the best. Implosive potential, it's haste from implosion, so not really going to benefit from that. Soul shard spent on hand to go down increases the damage of your next called Dreadstalkers, that is Grim Inquisitor. Forces of the Horn Nightmare, hand to go down, has a 15% chance to increase the second time on a target for free. Bale Spider's Burning Core, Shadow Bolt increases the damage of your next Demon Bolt by 8%, stacking up to 4 times, lasts 15 seconds, which is again most likely what I am going to pick up as a legendary. And that is going to be wrists and hands, that is actually perfect. Wilfred's Sigil of Superior Summoning, every soul charge you spend reduces the cooldown, and I believe that's what I'm using, yes. Next up we got Claw of Endreth, Drain Life, we got Echo of Eonar, spells and abilities, low chance to summon a spiritual familiar, increasing damage by 10%, nope. Judgment of the Arbiter, dealing damage with a high chance to release a blast of spiritual energy, nope. Next up we've got Norganons, casting a spell grants sagacity, stacking up to 10 times while you move, you're able to cast, nope. Reducing the effectiveness of crowd control, no. Yeah, increases secondary stats if utilized, no. Taking significant damage from your player, the elite, increases the damage of your healing, nope. And Maul Rattle, I already know for a fact, no. This is Relic of Demonic Synergy, don't have it yet. It is a raid drop. For some reason, this asshole won't drop it. Damage done by your primary demon has a 50% chance, nope. It is a good freaking legendary though, by the way. Pillars of Dark Portal, that's Gateway from PvP. Phantasma earned. Okay, so we need to go ahead and craft ourselves a Bale Spider's Burning Core. I am going to craft myself a 210. Just to give you guys a heads up, you can craft higher item level legendaries, and because of this, I'm not going to be getting the biggest increase. But again, this is currently where we stand as this day on January 15th of 2021. Currently where I stand, I don't have access to every legendary just yet. However, I have access to the legendary I need. I don't have access to super duper high item level conduits. However, I have the conduit that I need. I don't have amazing gear, but I have decent gear. It's just what I currently have access to and what we're going to be able to put together. And then going further on forward, if this Demon Bolt really wants to, we can go ahead and see again how high we can actually get this. So just to give you a heads up, Bale Spider's Burning Core is the legendary we're going to go ahead and craft right now. And then we're going to go ahead and move directly into everything that we can possibly do with our actual Warlock character. Gems, enchants, and consumables, talents, all that type of stuff that we're going to be able to put together. So let's go ahead and craft ourselves a Bale Spider's Burning Core wrist. So 210 risks is what we're gonna have to go by. Fail spider.
Wonderful. Another chapter for my book. All aboard!
Shadowlands cloth legendary armor. There we go. I need specifically. What is it called though? Grim Field Racers. Grim Field Racer. I'm looking for the 210s. 230. I'm just gonna get the. Fuck, I might. Shit. How much do I need? $5K. So how much soul ash do I have? Is the question. I currently have 2K, 2.3. Okay, so we can only craft a rank 2. That's fine. Then I'm also gonna need to buy. Let's not forget. What do you call those things? They're called something and I forget. Missive. Missive of Mastery and Missive of Pace. Thank you. Missive of Mastery. Missive of Haste. Alright, now we're gonna drop a mailbox. And we have all the items that we need to craft our legendary. Perfect. This is gonna be interesting. So I tested out a standard basic demon bolt with the gear that I have. Saltwater potion, spectral, and oh, for sure. I tested out a demon bolt with just nothing on it. It was yeah, I have everything. I'm good to go with that right now. It was, what was it? It was 1,622 damage. That's it. So whatever we can get above that is good. Or SB Desi. I gotta remember the rotation to actually buff up this demon bulk, so I have that in the background. Saltwater potions? Why? I think they're gonna hit like a truck with this build. I would hope so. Saltwater potion, saltwater. Where's my salty? I'm most likely going to be going with intellect potion. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I got you. Alright. We are here. Bracers. I'm so happy these are bracers. BO Spider's Burning Core with a haste and a mastery. 210 item level. We'll eventually upgrade, but it is what it is. I like how we get to watch this every time. My bracer! Let's go! Alright, back we go. Cause we're gonna have to enchant these. I hate how it says someone else has made my fucking braces. Bullshit. Merliz and at least they both start with M, but nah, it should say my boy has made it now. We'll see how this build goes. I don't see it being as good as the build that I'm using, but I do see potential as it being a funny build. This could be a funny build to play with. Next up, we're gonna go straight into Warlock stuff. So we're gonna stay in Orbos from here on out until we're ready. I am gonna have to buy some extras on some buffs and stuff. So let's get to Orbos and let's get to that auction house.
Wonderful. Another chapter from my book.
Alright, my boy, my G, I'm gonna need another flask. Gonna need another potion. Gonna need another iridescent ravioli. Another shadow core oil. And another armor kit. I am gonna need eternal int from bracers. And my mailbox is still cooking. Alright, let's go ahead and equip these bracers for right now, because we got a different setup going on. And with that being said, let's start looking into what we can change and do as a warlock. Most likely going to start off with talents, I think. Start off with talents and then get into, yeah, we'll probably do talent. No, we'll do talents last. That's the last option I want to worry about. We're going to go gems, enchants, and consumables. So yeah, we'll do gems, enchants, and consumables. All the buffs that we can possibly get. And then we'll get into talents. All possible buffs, and then we'll get into talents. That's how we're gonna do it. If you guys know of any buffs that I miss out, hit me up, but I probably should have all of them. So bear with me. I'm gonna start looking into all of these in just a second. It's not gonna do enough if I change everything to haste. Nor crit, so I'm probably gonna stay with what I have right now. I got stuff foods. Alright, so let's see what enchants and gems and all that type of crap we can actually pull here. So I'm gonna use my Desolate Armor Kit. It's a buff that I can have, which I can use its stamina though, so it doesn't really affect. Shadow Core Oil is gonna be the best oil of choice. Iridescent Ravioli is a buff for mastery. I was thinking and messing around with crit and haste, and it really doesn't change the numbers too much, just from foods and other situations such as enchants. So I'm going to just stick with the food that I'm currently using, which is Mastery. But again, Mastery as a Demonology Warlock does only benefit your demons, so I'm going to just stick with that for now. Of course, Potion of Intellect, as well as a Flask of Power. Gems, Enchants, and Consumables. We've also got Mastery from the Fingers. I've got Soul Treads. I've also got my teleportation device. Of course, we got Enchanted Shadowlands Gathering. Again, nothing really to affect too much, but Celestial Guidance is the way to go. Of course, Eternal Intellect is the way to go. Primary Stats as well. Of course, we've got our Enchanted plus 20 plus 30. And that's about it. I'm trying to think. Because if I did spam... Versatility would be lit, but if I did spam Versatility along with... I'm trying to think. If I spammed Versatility or Crit and Haste, would it affect enough to have to change it? I don't think it will, to be honest with you. I'm going to go ahead and play it like this for right now and see what we can pull off. Let's go ahead and check out talents really quickly. Dread Soccer's Charge, Dreadbite, hits all targets, Bile Scourge, and Demonic Strength. We're going to stick with that. Shadow Bolt, Demon Bolt, chance to make your next call Dread Stalkers, Power Siphon, and Doom. You can check out a few % more damage with a crit. You'll hit a fair bit harder. Yeah, I'm going to try crit and versatility. Not really going to try the haste method, but I'm going to try crit and versatility after we see what we can pull off with this bit set. Demon Skin can stay. Dreadbite, Shadow Flame. We can stay with that. We can stay with that. Every soul shard to spend. Passively summon. I need inner demons with Power Siphon so I can guarantee myself demonic cores. Felguard, and then drains. That's Tyrant, Nether Portal, Shadow Bolt, and Demon Bolt deal 4% additional damage per demon you have summoned. It's just so dumb though. Sacrifice Souls is just such a bad talent to even want to play with. For Sacrifice Souls to be beneficial, you need Nether Portal. Because you're not summoning demons that rapidly to be able to get that many demons out for Sacrifice Souls to be... I'm gonna mess with it. I'm gonna mess with it. Don't get me wrong, because it is an option, but I just don't see it being good enough. However, those are the changes that we're gonna go ahead and keep in mind. Sacrifice Souls as the only talent choice change, as well as... So with Sacrifice Souls, I'm gonna want my Vile Fiend. I'm gonna not care about that. I'm gonna need the inner demons with the Power Siphon. So I can't go with Felguard. Demon Skin's gonna stay, and those are gonna stay. So the only change will be Sacrifice Souls, and then we're also gonna give it a go with. We will give it a go with the setups with crit as well as versatility. So that's going to be that for now. Now let's go ahead and get a testing. It works good with the extra pet summoning you have. You can check out if you % more damage with a crit. You'll hit a bit. Yeah. So let's write this down. What was it? Sacrifice souls. Other options. Talent. Set souls. As well as stats. Verse. Crit. There's no point of choosing haste on this build. Pleasure through pain. Did you change your PvP? Oh, I haven't checked them yet. I haven't checked them yet. Good call. Good freaking call. Oh, crap. PvP. Let's see. Command you summon demon. Removes that Singe. That's a spell lock. While your second is active, your shadow damage increased by 50% and the cast time of your shadow bolt is reduced by 0.5. That, you could be on something with that one. Fellord, Master Summoner, Bane, Gateway, Pleasure Through Pain, and Master Summoner, Bane, Gateway, Nether Ward, Essence. That's right. So we're gonna go Pleasure Through Pain and Master Summoner, because I'm going to tie in those Dreadstalkers into the macro with the Shadow Bolts, Decimating Bolts, as Demon Bolts, because it's an instant cast. As long as I can get some instant casts out through the rotation, that will be kind of clutch as well. So we'll go ahead and just change those two for now. Those are actually the only two that will benefit this this setup anyways. As you guys know, when I play, I will take the other one off. I use side panels on my mouse. So in just a second, once I've got everything sorted out, let me take this off. So this is what I'm currently using. It's got 12 buttons. When I say macro, I'm saying buttons on my mouse. I don't like to macro abilities because of how often I freaking change shit. Unless it's an actual standard macro, then I'll use it. But just giving you guys a heads up, I'm going to be resetting up and giving me a new setup on my mouse before we get into this this testing. So we're gonna go ahead and go with Pleasure as well as Master Summoner and go through there. However, we are gonna need our Succubus active for this just to give it a go, and then we'll go ahead and hit it back to the other setup as well. So Pleasure Through and Master Summoner are going to be the other options. PvP talent, Pleasure, and Master Summoner. Now I'm going to use these as options later. I'm going to stick with my core setup for right now. And then we'll go ahead and use this because you really don't want your Succubus out as a Demonology Warlock. Just giving you a heads up. But it is beneficial if your fucking demon bolts are gonna hit like an absolute monster. But let's go ahead, head on over to the testing grounds and give this go as best as we possibly can. First off, let's just buy those gems, enchants, and consumables while we're here, and then we can just change them on the fly. I'm gonna need to check out all the so do I have any gems? I don't think I have any gems at the moment, so I don't really have to worry about those. Food. Food. I'm currently using ravioli, right? So this is crit. Let's buy that. Sorry for coughing. Versatility. And I am going to give haste a go as well. It's going to cost me a lot, but I like doing stuff like this. So I'll give the haste route a go as well. If you wanted to go real try hard, you could get an augment. Yes, I could get an augment. That is true, but I'm gonna stay away from that right now. Let's see. That's food. That's not really gonna change. That's not gonna change. Food's changing. Those two aren't gonna change either. So enchants. Hate looking at enchants. Looking for an enchanter with all SL enchants. That's it. So yeah, everything's fine except the food. Everything else is standard on intellect. My weakness is wasting gold on PvP to melt people. I mean, it's fun. It's what you want. Thank you. Boots. Agility, soul treads, I'm gonna be keeping. Yeah, right. Nothing point. Eternal intellect, we're keeping that. These don't really matter. Wait. Oh, primary stats. Yeah, no, you're not gonna get anything better than primary stats. Yeah, that's fine. Soul vitality, fortified. Nothing changing there. Nothing changing there. Rain. These are where it's gonna change. Tenet of crit. Buy 2 of those. Tenet of haste. Let's buy 2 of those. Versatility. Buy 2 of those. There's shatters, there's wands, there's weapon enhancements. I just want to see if there's anything. Nope. 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 It is really the only, but yeah, okay, so that's fine. The only thing we can change is the ring, so let's go. So I have a couple of options to change. But we're gonna go ahead and head on back and give this a go. With what we've currently got, and then we'll go ahead and just start putting in sinful. Sinful? What are you talking about, sinful? What are we hitting up? Sinful what? Am I being stupid right now and forgetting? So we got those. Those are the extras. Let's just put those there for now. Versatility. Ace. So that's my crit. That's my crit setup. That's my versatility setup. That's my haste setup. But where'd my haste food go? Where'd my haste food go? Oh yeah, I know. I was looking at that, but the other one, if it does proc, will be better. Where'd my haste food go? I thought I purchased haste food. Is this game ruining my day? I could give it a go. You're right. Might as well. Simple. Tenet of mastery, and I need to buy 2 of those now because, yeah. Celestial guidance. I'm gonna need to buy another one of those. Where'd my haste food go? I thought I bought this. I guess I didn't. Yeah, I gotta make sure I get everything I possibly can before we head on back to the training grounds. But this is going to be everything now. This is going to be all the options, and I have the options to go ahead and rotate back to my normal means. Okay, so that's going to be that. That is going to be the haste. That is going to be me going back to normal. That's my normal back. That's going back to normal. That's good. Alright, let's go. We got everything. Every possible option that we can go for is now here.
Wonderful. Another chapter for my book.
We might have to come back. But if we do,
The purpose
we will.
reveals our way.
Meaning, I'm going to test all of these and then we'll... Oh, I bought 2 of those. That's what it was. We're going to test all of these. And I'm going to test them in an order to where I know what should work and what shouldn't. But, so hopefully the last option, the one I think is going to work, is the better option. But if that's not the case, we will go buy the best option and just keep messing around with that. So, other options, Sack Souls could be an option. PvP Talent of Pleasure and Master Summoner could be an option. We also have stats of Verse, Crit, and Haste being rotated in and out, also being an option. But currently right now, we have the Covenant of Necrolord, Soulbind of Ameni, Conduit, Change of Fatal Decimation, and Legendary Change of Veil Spiders. And our Warlock is currently technically the same as our previous build. We will start changing builds as we see fit. I also have a buff from the professor, giving you all a heads up. So this is going to be fun as well. I'm utilizing everything I possibly can, except the Augment Rune. Augment Rune can piss off. That's an already straight up benefit. Yes, I could say the same with Gems, Enchants, and Consumables, but those you gotta get. Augment Rune. If this does well, then I know everything's gonna be well. What am I doing? Take me there, fam. I've got my sudden insight. It's gonna be kind of lit. Increases primary stat by 5%. That's gonna be fun. I'm kind of scared that this doesn't do well. Alright, so we are now back. Demonology Warlock. Covenant Choice of Necrolords. So we've kept that the same. Soulbinds of Many. Kept that the same. We did, however, change a Potency Conduit in a Many to Fatal Decimation. And we've also changed the Legendary option to the Veil Spider option. So those were 2 changes that we've technically made so far. As the Warlock being Demonology, the talents I have currently kept the same as what we were using before, just for this testing, just to see what we're at right now. Right now it's a Foreshadow Bolt, Decimating Bolt, Demon Bolt type of macro. That's technically what it is. As many Demon Bolts as we can get after that, but Foreshadow Bolt, Decimating Bolt into as many Demon Bolts as we can is what we're going to be working on. Because of the fact that none of our other abilities are really going to affect the Demon Bolt. There are going to be other options that we're going to mess around with, such as 3 different variations of stats, Versatility, Crit, and Haste. We're also going to mess with PvP talents, adding in Pleasure and Master Summoner instead of the Observer and Fell Lord, because those will also benefit. And then, as well as our talent option, we will go with Sack Souls just to see how that plays as well. But if we do go sack souls, rotation is going to change from 4 Shadow Bolt, Decimating Bolt, and Demon Bolt to get as many fucking demons out as you possibly can into 4 Shadow Bolt, Decimating Bolt, Demon Bolt. So yeah, bear with me. Let's go ahead and just do a 4 Shadow Bolt, Decimating Bolt, Demon Bolt rotation and see where we are at. But first, let's just go ahead and buff up as much as we possibly can, because that's just how we do. Again, we are going standard right now, with just the mastery setup. This is usually what I use anyways. And that should be everything. Everything in this bag is the extra options. And then, of course, you've got these are the options I need to go ahead and put back once we're done with this test. However, that should be everything. Am I missing anything? Of course, better gear and all that type of stuff would work. But let's go ahead and see what we can pull off. Let's go ahead and details show. Let's actually just dismiss the pet. We don't really need the pet out right now. I wish I could put Professor AFK, but we're gonna see what we get for right now. Again, 4 Shadow Bolts into a Decimating Bolt into as many Demon Bolts as we possibly can. So we're not gonna do anything else. We're not gonna go ahead and summon Tyrants. Nothing else that's not gonna benefit this Demon Bolt prop. We're just simply here to see how big of a Demon Bolt we can possibly get. So let's give this a go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Decimating Bolt. First one. 5k. 6k. Huh. Not as much as you would hope. Not as much as you would hope. 5k and 6k with what we would be able to work with. What is this I'm gonna do? 1.2. Interesting. Interesting. Let's go ahead and pull back game. Get back the Professor. Come on, get over here, bro. I hate when you can't freaking command the Professor, man. So it's about 6k is the most that we were able to get so far. But again, there's a lot more changes that we can mess with. So we've got it from 1,600 to 6k.
Another chapter for my
Demon Bolt is doing a lot of the damage. Let's go ahead and pull this out. So average of 5,000. Minimum average. Max was 6k. We've only hit 3 times. So the lowest was 3, the max was 6, the other one was about 5, so that's about right. So right now we're sitting at 6k Demon Bolts, and I know I would hope we could do better, because that's not, I can proc freaking 6k with my other build, and that's not focusing a lot on Demon Bolt. However, let's go ahead and start off with stats, because I always love to do stats before spells and talents, and the reason being is you'll be able to get a more in-depth picture on which stat is the best for the actual build itself and the actual spells themselves. So, go ahead, exit that, reset that, and let's go ahead and let's try haste first. It is probably going to be the dumbest of the 3 options, because again, it's just going to affect the spell casting. I'm also looking at not just the Demon Bolt numbers, but I'm also looking at how much damage we're doing in that window, but I'm not really in depth going in that on this video, because if the damage does increase drastically with the change on haste, coming from Shadow Bolts, Decimating Bolts and stuff like that in that little small window frame, yeah, I will definitely go ahead and take a look at haste a little bit more in depth. But again, haste is just a way to make your spells cast faster. It's not really going to affect the Demon Bolt proc that much, but we're going to go ahead and see what that window change is going to look like. I am dumb, and I'm going to need some more Spectral Intellect potions, because I kind of forgot I'm going to be spamming the hell out of these. So I'm going to be right back. And it's actually perfect, because I got to wait for the cooldown, and we got return to camp, so we'll be back in like 2 seconds. I'm going to buy a couple of these. I forgot about that. So far we're at 6k. 1.6 to 6K. That was the first test.
Another chapter for my book.
Which is 6K 3 in a row would be nice, but it wasn't. It was a 5 and a 6. And I'm also doing this very quickly into combat, meaning the demon core procs aren't going to be a lot. So I would probably generate 3 6Ks. So that would be 6, 12, 18 plus the damage. So yeah, it's not that much. It's probably about 30K max at this moment within a window frame of 10 seconds. So I'm just gonna buy 10. So right now we're looking at about 30,000 damage in a window of 10 seconds, which isn't good. Because I can do that and a lot more actually with my demon spec. Which is also why this setup isn't like bangers. Not many people have looked into this either though. Ooh, that was weird.
Wonderful. Another
Yeah, I thought that was a weird one. So we're just gonna start off with the stats changes for right now, and the reason being is that's not gonna affect any of the talent choices. So I'm going standard into stats to see which one's gonna benefit me the most, and then we'll go ahead and check out the talent changes and all that type of stuff. Non-crit 6K though, and without saltwater, also on BGs, you have Zerkers too, and Imagine Temple Orb Carriers. Also, do you have War Mode on to make sure the pressure through pain? Yeah, of course. Always got War Mode on. I'm a War Mode connoisseur. But I'm not using pressure through pain yet, so, yeah. Alright, we back. We keep it moving. We got all the buffs and everything, right? Intellect, haste buffs. We're good. So, again, another little quick test to see what we can proc. 4 Shadow Bolts, Decimating Bolt, and Demon Bolt, of course. Let's go ahead and give this. There you go. Yeah, we're good. Perfect. So let's go ahead and see what we can proc out here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Proc, please. Really quick, I'm gonna get some imp sets so we can proc something extra. Nope, didn't get another one off. That sucks. But let's go ahead and see and pull back. And the window frame of just adding that minor haste didn't benefit too much. I'll tell you that much right now. So I chose haste as the first option, the first go-to option for a reason. Demon Bolt. Yeah, it was actually even less. So my max Demon Bolt was 5.8. And then my minimum was 5.7. So I got 2 off this time instead of 3. And they were a little bit less than the mastery. But again, it doesn't really affect it anyways. On average, I'm about to hit 5.7 with either I go mastery or haste. So we're going to go ahead and try 2 more changes. That being crit and that being versatility. And then we're going to go ahead and move on to the major changes of actually getting into talents and other options as that goes on forward. So let's go ahead and get this changed. Let's try the crit route first, because to be honest with you, I think the versatility route is going to be the biggest upgrade compared to crit. Crit could work though, and if it does, well, we're gonna have to go back and buy some more crit stuff. But we got the crit options, the crit loadout. Crit loadout is good. I have about 4 minutes to wait on the intellect, so I'll catch you guys in about 4 minutes. But for those of you tuning in, if you got any questions, post in the comment section down below or in live stream chat. So haste is a no-go. Haste is a no-go. It wasn't even that small window frame of 10 seconds. It wasn't much of a difference. Oh yeah, no. Like I said, gear, good option, good point. Gear is definitely something that would benefit. I'm just trying to see with what I've got for right now. I don't want these trinkets. The only reason why I have these trinkets on is because they were better than what I had from questing, and they came from the weekly chest, so I just took them. Once I can change these trinkets to the actual better PvP trinkets, I will definitely be doing so. But gear, stuff like that, like things I don't have control over. Higher item level conduits, gear, higher legendaries, that's technically in gear as well. Stuff like that, I don't have control over it to a certain degree. I'm not going to really focus on that. But you do have a point, and it's as simple as that. I would love to. So pleasure through pain and master summoner. Master summoner would that actually might be good, even with sack souls. But I'm gonna try them separately. I'm gonna go with the PvP talent changes first. I think the unused is a 500 honor or conquest. Yeah, it's not that much. It's not gonna make or break whether this is good or not, though. But of course, I would love a great trinket or better gear that will highly benefit this this change. But I'm going with what I actually have control over right now. But yeah, I mean the 500 honor. I mean, if I get the basic trinket from the PvP vendor, it won't be better than what I've got. I'd have to upgrade it, and I don't have access to that. 29 seconds. We got one more stat build to go, and that's going to be crit. And then we're going to do... I'm trying to think of whether or not I should full send on the talents. I want to do them bit by bit. I want to do the talent options bit by bit. Sacrifice souls. 4% per demon. That's 2 demons. Oh no! I will have more than 2 demons when I get rid of... Oh wait, no. I'm gonna have 2 extra demons. So the Fell Lord and the Observer I'm gonna lose, but I'm gonna gain them in that small window with the Master Summoner talent. Alright, well, we'll go with what we can for right now. Alright, crit, and we are good to go. So let's go ahead and try the crit build really quickly. See what we can go ahead and pull here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go ahead and get some tangible dons out. Alright, let's see how many we can try. 1, 2, give me one more, thank you. 3. 8Ks. I saw some fucking 8Ks. I saw some 8Ks, mate. This is better. This is what you like to see. But crit, of course, specifically benefits Demonable. 54%. So, we averaged 8K Demon Bolts there. The minimum, maximum, the average. And we hit... Oh, those were my crits, my bad. My normal hits. We had a maximum of 8K, which was from a crit. And then 2 of them were regular. 1 was a crit and 2 of them were regular. A non-crit was at 6K and a minimum was at 5k, so we average regular 6ks, and we also pull in 8k. In that small time frame, if I could imagine getting 3 8ks though, that's actually 9k, it's 8.8. Just better gear, so on average, imagine 3 9ks, that's 27k damage. Plus the damage you're getting from the Shadow Bolts, plus the damage you're getting from the Decimating Bolt. So this is definitely already a change that we need to actually calculate. So 4 hits with an average of 773. So we did 3.1. So that's gonna make people fall over for sure. So if we drop that to 773, so that's 3k. My Decimating Bolt, of course, 1 hit of... It's multiple hits. It did 6k damage. So that's 9k. Plus the 0.1.8, that's 10k. And the Demon Bolts ended up doing 20k. And this is in a time frame of roughly 10 seconds that we're getting this out. That's 20. This is bad though. This is bad math. But 20 plus 10k, that's 30,000 damage within roughly 5 seconds. 5 to 10 seconds. And you could do more if everything crits and lines up. But again, we make changes, we make moves, and we see what versatility can do for us. But that is already a benefit. 8.8k from 1.6 is currently what we're at with crit. .6 to 8.8. And that's with crit. I'm gonna write that down. That's the change with crit. Now, again, this build is mainly gonna be for PvP. It has really no viable option in PvE. It could be used, don't get me wrong, but I probably wouldn't do this in PvE. Because PvE is a very long-term fight where, unless it's like a Mythic Keystone and stuff like that, to where you're trying to do it as quickly as possible. But it's a long-term fight to where you have to sustain the damage, and that's why I'm currently rocking the whatchamacallit, the other build that I have. Is that in the way? No, it's not. Cool, again, you guys can see it. 46 seconds. We have the crit setup, right? We need the versatility setup. Okay, that's the versatility.
All aboard!
And sinful. So now we're gonna try versatility, so we can remove that option. Alright, let's go. Alright, versatility. Give me a second. Yeah, let's go ahead and give this a freaking go. Versatility in action. And again, this is just the standard rotation. So let's see what we can pull off. We're gonna get 8Ks from... Hold the phone, mate. Hold the phone, mate. Let's see what we can pull off here. 1, 2. Oh no. Oh no. Versatility. Oh no. Oh no. Did you guys just see that? Oh my gosh. Oh no.
Wonderful. Another chapter for my book.
Oh no. Oh no. No. Alright. 5.2, 5.3, that's 10. That's the decimating bolt and the shadow bolt did more damage.
Wonderful. Another chapter for my book.
Because that's standard. But the demon bolt didn't do as much damage as the crit. Because the actual hits were a little bit less. 5.8. That was I only got 2 hits though. This actually this is way more damage. So we did about 30k with crit. This is 1 less demon bolt. I just remembered that. So we got 11.7k demon bolt crit. Imagine if all 3 of these crit. Oh, that'd be so freaking good. So add another 5.8k on top of the 17. That's gonna be 23. Versatility is way better than the crit route. 11.7k. 11.7. So again, like I said, I had a feeling versatility was already going to be better than the crit, because the amount of crit that I'm getting from that pull is not high enough, if you know what I mean. So to make a huge difference. So versatility is going to be the way to go stat wise. We went from 1.6k, so 1600 to 11,700 as a demon bolt, just from changing a couple things. So next up, I'm going to slowly start changing talents. Now I'm trying to think of whether or not I want to go. I'm gonna go Sack Souls first, because the PvP talent change is going to be massive. So again, we're trying to buff up Demon Bolt. I'm not trying to see how prolonged of a fight we can actually. I'm trying to get as much damage as possible in a string of seconds. One-shot macro tank. We're not trying to see how much damage we can do by summoning all the fucking demons in the world. So Sack Souls is kind of like to play with. But I'm gonna go with Sack Souls as the first change into Pleasure. So this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna do 3 ways: Sack Souls, Pleasure with my regular PvP talents, and we'll use my PvP talents because they're gonna buff up Sack Souls. Then we'll go Pleasure, Master Summoner without Sack Souls, and then we'll include both. This is the last change that we can do right now. So Sack Souls, no Nether Portal. We're gonna get some demons out, so yeah. Got a minute and 10 seconds. So I will test this out in PvP on Monday, by the way. That's why we're doing it today, and we'll give it a go. So basically, the only difference now is we're gonna have to try to get as many demons out as possible in this switch up. So we're gonna still do the 4 shadow bolts. We're gonna incorporate Dreadstalker's Vile Fiend, Observer, and Felllord. We're gonna get a couple of as many Hand of Gul'dans as possible into the Decimating Bolt, Power Siphon, Demon Bolt thing. But we're gonna keep on the versatility because we figured that one out. Oh, Sinful. Sinful. It's gonna be the last option that we play with then, because it's just a straight buff. It has no real effect. So yeah, we'll give this a go. We will use this. We will try the Sinful update though. Alright, so with the change of talents, we now have Sacrifice Souls. So the only difference is going to be, again, like I said, we're still going to do these Shadow Bolts. We're going to get as many demons out as possible with rapid succession of Call Dread Stalkers, Vile Fiend, Foul Lord, Observer, and then we'll get into Decimating Bolt and getting those quick demon bolts out as quickly as possible. So, without further ado, let's go. One more. That's perfect. Let's see. Good sample size, but I saw 13k. I'll tell you that much. I saw a 13k, but the non-crits were a little bit interesting, and I want to see why.
Another chapter for my book.
So we hit 4. Somehow one of the crits was 5k and one was 13k, with my normal hits being 6k. Makes no sense. And another one being 4k. Bro, this is sick. I'm gonna get a lot. I got a 13k hit. Interesting though. It's kind of so the Shadow Bolts and the Demon Bolt and the Decimating Bolt side was fine. That stayed standard and that stayed true. It's the Demon Bolt that is annoying. Is the change enough? Is the change of sacrificed souls enough? That could, to be honest with you, yes, we got a 13k crit, but other things went down. I'm gonna have to play with that again, to be honest with you. I'm gonna do something again without the potion, because it's a little bit weird on the numbers that those demon bolts came back with. Without the potion, I'm just gonna see what we can pull off here. So bear with me. Let me get some numbers out. You can attack, my bro. Alright, let's go. Those numbers are so dead. No crits, 5Ks, 4Ks, 4Ks. Alright, so that answered my question to the talent change. I get a reset professor. So that answered the question to the talent change. Now, because of that talent change, it could be beneficial later. Why can't I? Huh. Interesting. Won't let me do it. Won't let me open up my talent page. Reload. Reload the thing. There we go. There we go. Alright, so Sacrifice Souls isn't really... You didn't have enough imps summoned, I think. Could be the case, but... I'm trying to think. I'm going to change the rotation one more time, actually. Let's change this rotation. I'm going to give it one more go without the potion. And change this rotation real quick. So, everything's off cooldown. Let's go. Let's give this a quick go. I'm going to change the rotation just a tad. I wish I could just use what I wanted to use, but... There you go. 12, 5, and 4 is what I saw. That should be about right. 12 was the crit, 6 and 4. 12, 6, and 4, sorry. Average of 5. Not... I'll tell you right now, the talent choice on its own isn't useful. Sacrifice souls, meaning. So, I'm gonna go Nether Portal and try the other option, which is Pleasure Through Pain and Master Summoner. This will be Rapid Succession of the Dreadstalkers, which would be a lot of damage instantly. And Pleasure Through Pain, just increasing my Demon Bowl. Now, I am not looking into... I am going to include Master Summoner now into this, because again, I'm looking for that split 10-second window of damage. This actually could be better with Sacrifice Souls, though. So I will try that with Sacrifice Souls in just a bit. So, let's go ahead. Head on back. Again, it could be worse. Sacrifice Souls could be the way to go, though. I am going to look into it a little bit more, into details. So bear with me here. We are same with the versatility. Anything else that I am missing right now? And I went Pleasure Through Pain, sorry, so I'm gonna have to bring out the Succubus.
Don't touch what you can't afford.
Pleasure Through Pain, Shadow Damage Increase, and Cast Time of Shadow Bolt Reduce. That actually could be nice. This is gonna be a little bit different of a rotation, however I don't mind it. Let's see what we can pull off here. We're just gonna go with the regular. Yeah, let's go. Oh, ooh, ooh. This feels so much better. Got it. Okay, reset. That didn't look great. So 7, 2, and 5. 7, 2, and 5.
Wonderful. Another chapter for my book.
And I'm gonna incorporate the Dreadbite, which is a quick 2.6. Of course their melee is doing 4.5, but I want that quick rapid succession of the 2.6. It's probably about 3k, because you get a couple of bites right after within that time frame, so it's about 3k. That might not be as good. I'm gonna change something here. The last change is going back to Sacrifice Souls with Pleasure Through Pain and Master Summoner. Now, if Sacrifice Souls with Master, I can change the way I use Dreadstalkers now with Pleasure Through Pain. If that doesn't work, then we're gonna go back to the other PvP talents, because I actually get more demons that way, and we're gonna try a full rotation. We're gonna try a full rotation. That should be his hit, yeah. Well, with the 13, yeah. I'm gonna try. Do you remember exactly what it was, though? It was 13 point something, and I forget what it was. So right now the changes is gonna be all talents have now changed. If this doesn't work, we're gonna go back to the other way, because it'll give us more demons to work into Sacrifice Souls. We're gonna utilize Sacrifice Souls to its max potential to see what we can pull off with. If you're wondering why I'm not getting rid of Amplify Curse, I can't get rid of it. I meant the 7K is your biggest non-crit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. That came from pleasure through pain. Alright, let's give this a go. So, with Sacrifice Soul's Pleasure through Pain, Master Summoner, all 3 talents are now changed. Let's see what we can pull off here. Quick rotation. We got about 1 minute and 48 seconds remaining. Yeah, we'll go ahead and wait that out. Let's see. So don't need to change those. Conduit is changed. Legendary power is changed. Stat is going to be changed into versatility. Currently looking into imagine if I can proc a 13k 3 times though. Gonna look into Sacrifice Souls with Pleasure and Master Summoner. We'll see what we get. And then after that, if that doesn't give me anything that I want, we'll go Sacrifice Souls into Demon Spam. And then we also have a weapon enchant to go ahead and mess with. Oh, they did. But having my succubus out as a pet doesn't feel nice. Because I'm losing a lot of damage from... the damage isn't worth it. Yeah, my demon bolts are huge, but they're not, so far they're not big enough for the damage reduction of the succubus being out. So that's why I'm trying to see if we can pull off another 13k crit with this build. Alright, so let's give it a go. Everything should be fine. Let's actually... Let's wait. We'll wait. But yeah, right now, if this was actual PvP, I would much rather my Felguard out over the Saki. It's true, but I can kind of do that with other abilities. Right now with the succubus, this is giving me burst potential damage only. A small window of damage. If I actually want to kill someone, I would have to kill them within that window, otherwise I'm absolutely the dummy that I'm hitting. If I had my Felguard out, I would actually eventually be able to kill the guy. Alright, let's give this a go. And let's see what we can pull off here. Again, Sacrifice Souls now with both Pleasure and Master Summoner. So let's go. Two 8 days. Just let me have one more. I want to see one more. There we go. 6k. Got a lot of damage though. Demon Bolt.
Another chapter for my
We had an
book.
8K, 6K, 7K, 8, 15, to 23.4 total. It's interesting. It's interesting because I feel I can do better in a different scenario, and I'm gonna try that right now. So, another change in talents. We're gonna go back to the OGs, and we will stay with Sacrifice Souls, but we're gonna wait a little bit longer this time to get the full effect of Sacrifice Souls. Because again, I was having some questionable feedback with Sacrifice Souls. I wish, again, you could use Sacrifice Souls in fucking Nether Portal, but it's just not possible. So, we're going to go ahead and wait again 4 minutes for this potion to go ahead and reset. We will give Sacrifice Souls and my traditional everything else, pretty much. I just don't like having a succubus out anyways. Because again, with the succubus out, you need... It's just so much damage that you need to get out in a small window, and it just wasn't happening for that one shot to work. And, yes, I'm trying to see how much I can get out of a Demon Bolt right now at 13k, and I didn't even have the succubus out for that, so... I'm gonna go ahead and try Sacrifice Souls one more time, and catch you guys in about 3 minutes. So, Pleasure and Master Summoner I don't think are gonna be the way. The only real change right now is a Conduit, Legendary, and Stat change. Right now, the only other true option we can get out of this is Sacrifice Souls. If it actually works when I get a bunch of demons out. That's why I went back to Fellwood and Observer just to keep racking out demons. Because Succubus replaces my Fellwood, so that cancels each other out. So having one of these two is a benefit to Sacrifice Souls. Yes, it's only 4%. Also, to give you a heads up, Demon Bolt is Shadow Flame damage. Pleasure through Pain doesn't really affect that. It increases shadow damage. But I was trying to see how much I can get from my Shadow Bolts, and it wasn't much of a difference. So yeah, it's just not worth to go Pleasure through Pain. A Master Summoner would be cool to replace with Amplify Curse. But I'm thinking logically, no. So, yes, Pleasure Through Pain could have been nice, but I was hoping for some more Shadow Bolt damage to come from that. I wasn't really using it to benefit my Demon Bolt, because you can't really do anything with Demon Bolt, right? Yeah, it's just a Shadow Bolt reduction and shadow damage, so it's just kind of pointless. So, to benefit more with Sacrifice Souls, I've decided to give myself 2 more demons and see how we can pull from that. I wish it was Shadow Flame damage, 15% increased Shadow Flame damage. Imagine. Oh! If you get RNG though, Pleasure and Master Sum, when it actually crits, will do more damage, and I'm pretty certain Pleasure Through Pain does buff Shadow Flame damage as well. I'll Google it, I'm very positive it doesn't though. Otherwise, my Demon Bolts would be huge. Well, I was hitting an 8k and a 7.9k without it. Let's see here. So it also, I've noticed, I haven't found out the correct answer yet, but the increase to shadow damage from the succubus doesn't affect my pets. It just affects me. And my damage is absolutely non-existent as a demonology warlock. You as a warlock, you mainly focus with your pets. This is what I was looking for. Where did it go? Modifiers. There we go. Modifiers. Let's go. Decimating Bolt, of course. Bale Spider's Burning Core, of course. Demonic Core, of course. Demonic Synergy, nope. Doesn't exist anymore. I am looking at affected spells right now. Wow, your succubus is active. You... How, though? Does that actually work? Haha! Shadow Bolt is reduced by 0.5 seconds. Also, Demon Bolt is reduced by You guys just saw that, right? It said 3.7. Watch this. So, Fellow Lord, 4.2 second cast time. Switch to Pleasure Through Pain, 3.7 second cast time. You see this. You see it. It's not supposed to do that. It went back to 4.2 seconds. So... it doesn't affect the cast time, and it's supposed to. I'll tell you that much. It is supposed to. But it also does not... Why? It modifies the cast time, but it's not. It's supposed to, but it doesn't. But also, it doesn't affect the damage that it does. So, just giving you a heads up. It doesn't affect Shadow Flame damage. Yeah, it does, but it doesn't. It does, but it doesn't. It used to back in the day, I know that. But it doesn't anymore. So, it is dead. It is dead. Pleasure Through Pain is dead. It's no point of using it. So yeah. Let's give this Sacrifice Souls a try. Alright, so with this change, simply straight up just Sacrifice Souls. We're gonna play it out and see what we can pull here. With the numbers, Nether Portal. What the fuck happened here? There we go. I don't know what the hell happened to my bars. But anyways, let's give this a go. And see what we can pull off. Am I missing anything? Nope. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go! I just want to see how big of damage we can actually pull out here. Alright, this is where we're gonna go. And we're not gonna use my tyrant, guys. Relax. 7k, 10k. You couldn't give me one more! 4k, yeah, that just didn't do shit. We'll give this another go. We'll give it another go in 5 minutes, but I want to look at that real quick. 10k, 7k, and a 4k. But the 4k came way too late. That just wasn't a good rotation, so we're going to give it another go.
Wonderful. Another chapter for my book.
We got a 10k crit. It's kind of standard to get a 10k crit. Is that mine? What the hell? I told you to come with me. Before the boats, the imps all disappeared. Yeah, I noticed. But especially with the 4k, not the 10k. The 10k was good. Even though 10k was a crit. That's why I'm doing it again, because it wasn't a good rotation. I gotta clean up that rotation. I'm gonna have to utilize the tyrant though on this to keep those imps active. Trying to see what we can do with sacrifice souls. Because there's only one more option, and that's the weapon enchant. And again, we will be messing with something similar to this on Monday. Right now, if it's based off of Sacrifice Souls with what I'm seeing, I'm going back to Nether Portal and sticking with that. But a little bit of a Demon Bolt action will be fun. Well, we gotta wait 3 minutes now. We got it. So we started at 1. I don't know if Sinful will actually do better than your regular enchant. It won't. My regular enchant is better. That's if Celestial Guidance procs. If Celestial Guidance doesn't proc, then no. Sinful would be better. But in most case scenarios, Celestial Guidance procs, so that's why Celestial Guidance is the better go-to overall enchant. But I'm trying to see what we can pull off with the burst. It probably won't be though. I don't think it's going to be. But it's worth a try. I gotta try everything that I possibly can. Alright, about 2 minutes left. So we've gotten from 1.6k to 13.3k. Ah, if I can recreate just a 10k 3 times in a row. I mean, 3 times in a row. Imagine 10k Demon Bolts, 3 in a row. Pow, pow, pow. That would be insane. That'd be stupid. 13k, 13.3k, 3 times in a row. That's 30, that's basically 13, so 369, 30, 40,000 damage. Ah, please. We got 3 more practice attempts, by the way. 2 more trials and then 1 more like go-to. I wish Shadow Core Oil was 2 hours too. I'm not reapplying another one after this. Alright, here we go. So let's give it another go with the sacrifice souls. And we are going to incorporate the tyrant this time, so it's not be stupid. I know the imps are gonna go away. Oh, this is good. 2, 1. Let's go. It's way too much to play with, which is why this is also a dead talent to use. 6, 6, and 6 of the 18k. Nah, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. It's why Sacrifice Souls isn't used in this tier. It's just so dead. But at least I gave it a go with Sacrifice Souls. But again, it could have worked. We don't know. Now, there's one more thing I actually want to try. And again, it's a Sinful Weapon enchant that I forgot to try earlier. It is not better than Celestial, however, on cover it is. Meaning, its actual usage would be better for this Demon Bolt in just reading the description of Sinful Revelation. But, most of the time, Celestial Guidance procs enough to where it is actually better than Sinful. So, we're going to give it a go. This is going to be the last attempt, and then I'm going to give it one more true attempt with everything I've learned today. And then on Monday, we'll actually utilize this in PvP. So, Sacrifice Souls is dead. And that's all I need to know. Alright, we got 3 minutes. Alright, so these are what we're gonna put back on. Actually, we won't even put the masteries on. Because we're gonna use versatility no matter what. We would put Celestial Guidance back on. Depends. Last thing that could make or break this this setup. So you're hitting 7 to 8k non-crits before, but now it's 6k. How'd the damage drop? The damage, what was it? It is from Pleasure Through Pain, but that's not 15%. That is, what was it? Not Pleasure Through Pain, sorry. Let me think, what was that damage? Oh, whatchamacallit? Those ones that I'm gonna hit 8Ks right now. I wasn't using sudden insight, that's for sure. That's one thing I can think of. And I have lost a buff from, where is it? Can't even think where that buff is. You know what? I'm gonna do something to see if it does work. Pleasure through pain. I want to see something like this now then, now that you question that.
Now what?
See how much damage we get from this. How big are these? 5k, 5k, yeah, no, it's not pleasure through pain because it doesn't affect my demon bolts. Come back.
Wonderful. Another chapter for my book.
Go back. Go back. Go back. There we go. Yeah, it wasn't that. Alright, so how do I want to play this one? We're going regular. Oh yeah, we have the new weapon enchant. Now we got that now. Alright, so weapon enchant has changed. Let's see what we can pull off here. We can go back to the simple rotation, which is nice. So let's go ahead and do that. I have more freedom with this. Sorry, I almost messed this up. We're just looking at the demon bolts now. K's, 5s and 4s, huh? It's gone down. I'm hoping that's the weapon enchant. I'm really hoping that's the weapon enchant that did that. It's just gone down even worse.
Wonderful. Another chapter for my book.
Change that. Okay, so weapon enchant isn't gonna work either. So, this is gonna be the final test. And there's only 3 changes. Conduit, legendary, and a stat. I want to see if I can replicate a 10k, just a 10k. I don't even need a 13 somehow. Give me a 10. We don't need the shadow core oil, we're fine. I'm gonna do a full rotation on this, by the way. I think it's because you went Nether Portal and Pleasure. I could be wrong. I'm just a conspiracy theorist. Pleasure and if I went back to sacrifice souls while I was with Pleasure, it wouldn't really affect anything. But that pleasure through pain isn't doing anything to Demon Bolt at all. Trying to see if there's anything else I can pull off. I don't really see anything. I'm gonna rewatch this as well through that time frame to where I was pulling off 7 to 8k non-crits. And I want to see how I got that 13k. That 13k was just a massive crit, I think. Alright, so the only thing we're missing is the Shadow Core Oil. It's not going to really affect or make or break my Demon Bolts. With all the testing we've done so far, this is the best setup and options that I currently have for how much damage we're going to be able to do. Doesn't give us the biggest Demon Bolt procs. It could. It gives us one of the highest Demon Bolt procs. It depends on whether or not they crit. I procced a 13k at one point, and that was just a fluke of a crit, and it's possible to get 13ks. However, I'm gonna fully do a rotation with this, and see what we can do, and then see how one-shotty we can get with the Demon Bolts. So I'm going to do like a little bit of a 1 minute rotation setup with this current talent choices and everything that I've got. And then I'll go ahead and let you know when to start watching out for the Demon Bolts. So for without further ado, let's just get involved. Go ahead and utilize this nether portal because we're back to the nether portal setup. How many demons can we get out today? One. Alright. Here we go. Alright. Damage wise, that was standard. But we need to look in depth on those Demon Bolts real quick.
Wonderful. Another chapter for my book.
So I did a normal hit of 1k. So that's even less than the one that we started with. Max of 5.4. And then a crit somehow of 4.2. Now, how does that work? 4 hits, averaging 3k. It's just so dumb how a crit can be worse than a regular hit. It is just so dumb. How did I freaking proc 13k? It's not the stats. The stats are fine. Saxels. Oh yeah, that's a long-term fight though with Saxels. It's gotta be the demon management, and when you use the Estimate Bolt or something. The demon management has nothing to do with my demon bolts though with this build. Because I'm using Nether Portal, it's just straight out damage from my demons. But I want to do another go. guess I don't understand how that just goes down so bad. I tried to get away from sacrifice souls so I didn't have to worry about how many demons I currently have out to proc the demon bolt, but I'm not going away until I figure this out. We don't need the flask, so let's give this another go. Ignore these demon bolts, I'm just trying to get a rotation out. Get it out, thank you. I saw 7K. $7K, 3K, and 1K. Nah, mate, that's not the way. That's not the way, Chief. That's not the way. That's not the bloody way, mate.
Wonderful. Another chapter for my book.
Hey, get the fuck back here. Where you going? Dumbo. I definitely don't think Sinful is working. Seems like 6% instead of plus 6%. Yeah, nah, I've already changed Sinful. Sinful was really bad. Another portal on cooldown. Alright, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to try this. You know what? Fuck it.
Couldn't resist, could you?
This is gonna be the final, attempt. I'm gonna go pleasure through pain with sacrifice souls. It's actually gonna be. I think there's one more. Yeah, there's one more. I don't understand. I only have one more potion, but we have 2 more attempts on this. I'm going to sacrifice souls with the pleasure through pain, and then I'm backtracking now to see what's going on. And then after that, then we'll go ahead and remove pleasure through pain and see what happens there. So if that's the case, let's do it this way. Master Sum. No, that's not going to do anything. Master Summoner is just, Call Dreadstalkers is now instant, which is nice. I'm going to get more demons out with Observer and Fellwood. I've decided to go all out this time and just get rid of Amplify Curse. I'm just going to freaking summon the whole world. Alright, so with this change, because I can't figure out how I got a 13k crit, I can't figure out where the 8k damage, the 8k standards are at. So we've gone back. We're backtracking now. Sacrifice souls with pleasure through pain. I don't think pleasure through pain is doing anything to my demon bolts. I just don't. If you look at it, it does decrease the cast time on it, yes. But I don't think it also affects Shadow Flame damage. As well as it does affect shadow damage, but I don't know if it affects Shadow Flame damage. So we're going to give this another go. However, I've also gotten rid of Amplify Magic, and I'm keeping both of these demons out. We're going to do a full setup rotation with Sacrifice Souls as well. Let's see what the hell is going on. This is my last potion. And we are going to do one more if this doesn't work. So let's just freaking go. One more setup, okay. Oh, this is good. That's what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see. So I think we saw something better there. I think we saw something better there.
Wonderful. Another chapter for my book.
Somehow a freaking crit is 6K. Why? How is a crit 6K? Then we had three 8Ks. 8, 16, 24. 24K damage in a matter of 3 seconds. Not even 2 seconds. That's what we wanted to see. So I figured it out. That's what I want to see. Now to test the theory out, though. To test the theory out, we gotta remove pleasure through pain. Same thing. We just gotta remove pleasure through pain and see how this works. And if we don't get 7.58K, if we don't average 7,500 on these demon bolts, then pleasure through pain is for some reason the way to go. But yeah, let's figure this out. Sacrifice souls, nothing seems to be on cooldown. Again, I keep forgetting this. This is an extra buff. No more potions, so that's okay. And we're about to run out of food, so let's give this a go. That demon bolt was just to proc this, just so that I can get as much usage out of this as possible. Alright, here we go. This is what we want to see. Come on. I've witnessed it. And I think you're right. Yep. Average 5K. Reset data.
Another chapter for my book.
Come back, Dumbo. I'm gonna do one more before we finish this off.
Wonderful. Another chapter for my book.
Pleasure through pain, huh?
Point me at your enemy.
I just wasted the cat.
You're in trouble now.
Nothing should be on cooldown, so we can get into this right away. Alright, so this is going to be the last attempt. We've gone back to sacrifice souls, pleasure through pain. And we don't have a potion, so we're just going to wing it out and see what we can pull off here. Alright, here we go. What's the most we're going to get? I only got 2 to look at. 8K and a 16 fucking K. I only got 2. That was a very bare, shitty rotation, by the way, just to give you guys a heads up on that.
Another chapter for my
That was a terrible rotation. And we just procced 16,690. We have figured it out, Sheaf. We have freaking figured it out. Imagine 3 16Ks. Imagine 3 17Ks. So we have figured it out. If we have all the buffs and everything, that would be a 17K demon bolt. I think it's working. Just imagine in a BG with salt water and a Zerker. Oh yeah, it's It's dumb. It's dumb. Also, in a battleground, unless if it's a rated battleground, I lose. If it's rated PvP, you lose a lot of the buffs that we're actually using. But an actual battleground, this is dumb. I can one shot some people. Might be hitting for 25. Yeah, it could be, and I can't wait to test this out on 16K on Monday. We are gonna stream this on Monday. Says details. That's all we needed to know. So to write this down, talents, and it is beneficial. Sack souls, and then pleasure through pain PvP. That's the only change that I see. 16.6K. Let's go to Orbos. So we're gonna try this exact setup on Monday. We're averaging 8K demon bolts as well as 16.6K crits.
Wonderful. Another chapter on board.
I can't wait to actually do this now. For those of you tuning in, thank you very much for tuning in tonight. We have finally arrived. I will give you guys the rundown in just a bit on what we actually came to the conclusion of the changes. Damn it. Wrong place. I actually need to be going to... I'm getting all the potions and stuff before I forget. So, that, let's buy 100 of those bad boys. Ow. Ow, it hurt. Let's buy 9 of those bad boys. That's my mastery food. Buy 9 of those. This hurts my bank. This hurts my bank. Keep my mastery, keep that set up there. We'll actually buy these as well. That's what I needed. My versatility food. What was it? My BM Hunter hits for 10K crits with 0 crits, hot water, the stars alive, 16K with no potions, making a lock tomorrow for sure. Yeah, I just did 16K with nothing. Well, we got our potions now. We got our flasks. We got our foods. And we got our oils. That should be everything. There's only one change. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this set up for Monday. Oh yeah, I forgot. I didn't get my salt waters. They shouldn't be BOE. Salt water. Yeah, there we go. When I'm rocking my BGs. When I'm walking my BGs. Isn't there a PvP vendor for shit like this? Can't you buy these from a vendor? Or are they only from the lockboxes, though? Yeah, and Zoldazar and Mugambala. They haven't updated it. That's what I thought. I remember seeing it. So the only change we did was our conduit to fatal decimation, legendary to bale spider. Our stat is now versatility stacked, and 2 talent changes: sacrifice souls and pleasure through pain, getting us from 1. How I saw a 1.5k at one point, 1.5 to 16.6k. That is 15,000 more damage. And that's 1 demon bolt. I don't want to waste my marks of honor, so suck it. Zandala. 15k. Really? You're gonna put me here? You know what this means? I have to freaking fly, fam. I'm going to the vendor. I know where it is. It's this place. The war headquarters. Why haven't they brought one into Shadowlands? When they change 2 times. I mean, it's not. It's a burst damage though. It's not like actual damage.
Got anything for me?
It's not.
The dunes have everything.
It's not. This is better than the other setup. This is actually worse than the other setup over a prolonged period of time. But I want to see how many people we can like smack. I want to see what crits we can smack people with. That's what this build's for. This is for some fun stuff. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Can't believe they have not brought these Marks of Honor buff stuff to Shadowlands, so disappoints me. Disappoints me. I need to get rid of this stuff tomorrow out of my bags, so let's put it over here. In world PvP, I will be insane. I will be insane. At least I got a cool transmog to go with my thing now. Maybe they have, and I just don't know where the new vendor is. I've never looked it up. The only other place to get Mark's vendor is in BG, like Seething Shore, that I know of. Yeah, true. I've seen that. That's the only BG I think that does it. I'm just flying here. I haven't been here in so long. I'm just flying here to see how much they actually are. I think it's just 1 mark. But that's still kind of dead to me. I'm keeping these marks for my transmog stuff. Well, this is going to be fun for Monday. PvP. And we get Battlegrounds on Monday, which is nice. I don't really remember where it is. Oh, I forgot you can fly. Holy shit.
What you doing here?
Probably over here.
What would you ask?
Alright. How much C? Oh, can you buy these anywhere else yet? Sold by
Wonderful.
Ashran,
Another chapter for my book.
Nashatar, and Borealis, Dalaran, Seething Shore, Wintergraft, and Zul Desire. But why? That's so dumb. But we're done for the night, team. We're done. Finally, we've been able to put something together. For PvE, we're going to have some fun with this build on Monday. We're going to go all out on Monday with this build simply. And then we'll probably go back to the old school build for the PvE content. But Demonology Warlocks, watch out. Got Succubus on the loose now. No more Felguard. Peace out, everybody. I'll catch you all tomorrow. We got Minecraft. I am actually looking forward to this stream. It's going to be interesting. Peace out, everybody. Alright, sick. Can't wait to see the BGs Monday. Later, broski. Thank you very much for dropping by, and thank you very much for the help. You helped out a ton tonight. And couldn't have done it without you, man. I'm not joking. You helped me out a lot. And yeah, for those of you tuning in, Minecraft tonight. And then Minecraft on Sunday. Hopefully I figure out how to play the game. And then on Monday, we're coming back for the BGs. Peace out.
Purchase your tracks